Hey friends, it's a new portal, Shadow Summons. So we have got a new hero. Let's look at that. Salvatore. That's an ice legendary hero. Fire class, ability to revive. Let's do the max preview. Somebody was asking me about the max preview button. How do we get that? Well, I think 99.99% of us know, but there could be a new player who might not. So the extreme left topmost, you can see those two lines. I'm tapping that. It becomes that blue square, not exactly a square, but in a diamond shape with the yellow and the pink lines inside it. So that's the max preview. Going forward, the talent must revive. So when receiving a fatal attack, there is a plus 30% chance to revive at the end of the turn. If revived, the following effects are also activated, which is character gets plus 25% attack for 2 turns. Going back, and also with the max preview on, you can see the stats, but at the same time, Aether power is ailment immunity, which is actually a very good Aether power to have. Hero is immune to new status ailments for 6 turns. I'm removing the max preview, and moving forward, I'll tap and bring him back. Okay, so deranged existence at slow speed is the special. Casts full removal on the caster. What is full removal? Removes all status effects, stacks, and growth and wither effects. Removes even status effects and stacks that are otherwise undispellable or uncleansable. Okay. Caster shifts into a deranged dire ghost form for 5 turns. While in deranged dire ghost form, the caster automatically deals 300% damage and inflicts 30 insanity on a random enemy each turn. So there'll be 5 shots done. While in deranged ghost form, the caster can take damage from enemies whose element is strong against them. That is the green fellows, I'd like to believe. Inflicts 30 insanity on all allies except the caster. Wow. Well, interesting fellow, I will say. Slow speed, the deranged existence at slow speed is there, but the whole special has got very interesting survivability inbuilt into it. Of course, we have got this bonus, which is a cultist family bonus available, which reinforces the hero's defense and health. Moving forward, deranged dire ghost form, 5 turns, ensures survivability, I can say. Caster will take damage from enemies whose element is strong against them. Let's do this. While in ghost form, the character can't gain mana, can't be healed by special skills, but it's immune to normal attacks, special skill, attacks, damage dealing passives, status effects, and stacks, immune to new growth and wither effects too. But will take damage from enemies whose element is strong against them. And then inflicts insanity on allies too. So in today's fast speed play, this is irritating, except when you're in rush mode. But it also reminds me about the Springvale heroes that screw the happiness of the allies also in certain ways. Yeah, but this is a powerful fellow. He can keep being in the ghost form and whack 300 damage to five times. And that is where the fun part comes into play. But do you have the patience for this kind of a fun part? Because 300% whack being given, to one enemy each turn, that's very delayed. Over 5 turns, you're basically sniping. So that's a impact one aspect of this particular hero, which is where the whole fun part goes away. Of course, he's a reviver, so that's a plus that adds to this whole thing. 30 insanity, well, the insanity numbers will keep going up and so on and so forth. So that's that. Him taking damage from stronger element, which means if he's on, I would say, defense, which is very highly unlikely, a slow speed fellow. So one will take greens and whack him away, but there will always be a green hero or a nature element hero. So that one could, and there are very powerful nature element heroes who can do things like Armand would be able to shut this fellow up. I mean, before he fires and goes into the ghost form. At the same time, the whack will still go through because that's a stronger element. Element is strong against this fellow. So, yeah, well, not very convinced about this fellow, but I like this. And of course, I like this. And there's a fair amount of reinforcement of defense and health that has happened through this. So that's it. That's Salvatore. And we will hear some funny news about him. Somebody cracking something very interesting. But from the looks of it, nope. Not very excited. So I will leave it at that. I do have, and I somehow suspect they might end up giving me Salvatore. I have 3 summons. I finished the quest, so let's find out. Oh, Lexi, food. Shogo, food. Q2, or rather, Tuwu, food. So I basically got all the 3. Interesting. Oh, this is useful. And you too. Okay, cool. Thanks and cheers.